Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Study of Science with Rahul Kesharwani. Today I will discuss occurrence of metal in nature, how metals occur in nature, as well as we discuss about the extraction of metal as low reactive metals as well as high reactive metals and also moderately reactive metals. Right now, what is the occurrence of metal? Actually, in nature, metals cannot be occur in native state because they are much more reactive. That's why they are combined to any other elements and they form the compounds. Right. So, in nature, metals can occur in two forms. Number one, that is free state, and are native state. Native state is also set to for free state. Now the second is the combined state. Combined state. Which metals occur in free state or native state? Actually, those metals which are non-reactive. Basically, they have not property to react with other elements as in simple condition, right? So that metal are occur in free state. Example, copper. Copper are not easily converted into copper oxide. Copper, silver, gold and platinum. These are the metals which occur in free state. While some metals like as potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, iron, etc. All these metals occur in combined state, means they are react with one another element and they form the some compounds. That's why they are present in combined state. Like as iron is react with oxygen and they form the iron oxide. Like as iron is react with oxygen, they form right. So iron react with oxygen form the iron oxide, that is ferric oxide, right? So these are the combined state of the some metals, right? Now we discuss about what is minerals. It is a natural substance from which metals can be obtained. Metals can be obtained means it is a natural substance from which metals can be obtained, or it is a natural substance in which metals occur in combined state. Combined state. So these are the perfect definition of metals for minerals, because actually minerals occur in earth. And you know, when we dig the earth, then we got the some metals, but it is not in pure form. It is always in combined form. That's why they are called minerals. Right? So now discuss about the ore. Listen. Actually, we are not obtain the metals from the minerals, all the minerals. Actually, some minerals are responsible for obtaining the metals. Why? Because और एक्चुअली मिनरल्स ही है, लेकिन दैट minerals from which metals can be obtained conventionally and profitably means ऐसे मिनरल्स जिससे हम मेटल्स को बहुत आसानी से बहुत कम खर्च में ऑब्टेन कर लें, दैट मिनरल्स आर कॉल्ड ओर। ओर्स कुछ और नहीं है बल्कि वो मिनरल्स हैं जिससे हम किसी मेटल्स को आसानी से एंड बहुत कम खर्च में ऑब्टेन कर ले, दैट टाइप ऑफ मिनरल इज सेड टू बी ओर। ओके, सो those minerals from which metals can obtain conventionally and profitably called as ore, called as an ore, right? So we told a statement that, what is the statement? All ore are minerals, but all minerals are not ore। मीन जितने भी ओर हैं सभी मिनरल्स हैं, बट ऑल मिनरल्स आर नॉट ओर बिकॉज वी कैन नॉट obtain the metals from all minerals. We obtain the metals from an ore which is conventionally and profitably, right? So this statement is very very true, right? Now what is metallurgy? Metallurgy, listen carefully। मेटलर्जी क्या चीज है? The process of extraction metals, कहां से? From its ore। The process of extraction metals from its ore and refining are called metallurgy। मीन्स किसी और से हम कैसे मेटल्स को ऑब्टेन करेंगे, दैट प्रोसेस इज called as metallurgy, right? And metallurgy have three major steps. It include three major steps. Number one, concentration of an ore or enrichment of an ore. Both statement is same. And second step, conversion of concentrated ore into metal, right? Now the third and last major step is the refining is purification, refining of impure metal। By three process we can obtain a pure metal from the metal ore। So these are the very important points, right? Now the first topic is the enrichment of ore. Actually, when we obtain various minerals from the earth, there is various unwanted materials like a sand, rocky materials, uh, limestone, mica, and various things are present in the minerals, and these minerals are impurities. That's why these impurities are very important for removing from the minerals, right? So this process is called enrichment of ore. So the various unwanted materials such as sand, rocky material, limestone, mica, etc. are present, and these substances are called gangue. These substances are called gangue. When we remove these gangue material, these unwanted material, then this process is called enrichment of ore. Right? So, the gangue can be removed by physical process as well as chemical process, right, which is discussed in the later in higher class. How we use that process? Actually, we use the magnetic separation, we use the flow flotation process for sulfide ore, and for magnetic substance, for magnetic material, and whatever all these process has been occurred for the removing of these gangue material. Also, we use the acidic flux, basic flux, but this is studied in higher class, right? So now this is the first major step in metallurgy. Now the concentration of ore. Second topic is the concentration of ore. I'm sorry. Conversion of concentrated ore into metal. Actually, on the basis of the concentration ore into metal, we classify all these metals into three categories. And these categories also nearly similar to the reactivity series, because we classify all the metals according to their reactivity, right? So potassium, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, these are the highly reactive metals. Highly reactive metals. Highly reactive metals. Now, zinc, iron, lead, copper. These are moderately reactive metals. Means medium reactive metals. And also silver, gold, platinum. These are less reactive metals. Now, method of extraction for highly reactive metals. Method of extraction. Sodium, potassium, magnesium, aluminum can be extracted by electrolysis of its molten chloride or oxide. या तो क्लोराइड या तो ऑक्साइड. Basically, potassium, sodium and magnesium we use the molten chloride, and for aluminum we use the molten oxide. Right? Now, zinc, iron, lead, copper extracted by reduction of its oxide. Means इनके ऑक्साइड को रिड्यूस करेंगे and that will get the metals. But these are present in basically in oxide form. But some metals like as copper and Hg, these are also present in sulfide form. Maybe in sulfide form. That is called sulfide ore, and they are present in oxide form. That is called oxide ore. When these are present in sulfide form, then directly heated in air, right? And these are present in free state. So by these methods we can extract all these metals, right? Now we take one example to how we obtain the metals from its molten chloride, right? Now extraction of highly reactive metal. Highly reactive metals like as sodium, potassium, magnesium, aluminum, right? In case we take the sodium, so for sodium we use the molten chloride NaCl, that is present in liquid form, that is present in aqueous form, right? Aqueous form. We use the electric current, that is electrolysis. Electrolysis means electrolysis. Polysis means break होना. In presence of electric current, they break and they convert into sodium and chlorine gas. Actually, in the previous lecture we discussed how we obtain the how we done the electrolysis in the previous video, right? So मैं फिर से आपको दिखा दूं. We take the NaCl, that is molten NaCl, right? Here this is cathode, which is negatively charged, and this is anode, which is positively charged. And after that, what happened at cathode? Cathode is negatively charged, so they attract the sodium ion towards it. So sodium ion take 2 electrons and gets converted into sodium. but at anode that is positively charged, chloride ion obtain 2 electron and gets converted into, lose 2 electron and gets converted into chlorine gas. This 2 electron is goes to the sodium and taken up by the sodium ions. So that's why we can obtain the sodium by this electrolysis method. Similarly, we obtain the potassium by same this method, but this is removed by potassium. But in case of aluminum, we use the different method by the reduction. In case of aluminum, for aluminum, use the aluminum oxide, that is Al2O3, and electrolysis, and then after we get the aluminum and also oxygen. So at cathode, aluminum, actually metals is always deposited at cathode because cathode is negatively charged and metals is always positively charged. So aluminum that is positively charged got 3 electron and gets converted into aluminum, right? And at anode, oxygen get converted into O2 and get the 4 electron. So by this process, at anode oxygen is removed out and at cathode aluminum is deposited, right? So now we discuss about the moderately reactive metals. Moderately metals are present in the middle of the reactivity stream and can be extracted by the reduction method, right? Moderately metals can be extracted by reduction method, and its oxide can be reduced by carbon, aluminum, sodium, calcium, etc. मीन्स जो भी मॉडरेटली मेटल्स बेसिकली उनके ऑक्साइड को हम रिड्यूस करें, बट मॉडरेटली मेटल्स अकर इन द नेचर एज इन कार्बोनेट फॉर्म, एज इन सल्फाइड फॉर्म, राइट? मॉडरेटली metals basically occur in carbonates form and sulfide form. कार्बोनेट्स फॉर्म को रिड्यूस करना बहुत ही कठिन है, सल्फाइड फॉर्म को ऑक्साइड के फॉर्म, सल्फाइड फॉर्म को रिड्यूस करना भी बहुत कठिन है. सो before reduction of these carbonate sulfide ore, firstly we should do a new process, that is calcination and roasting. So what is the calcination? Let's see what is the calcination. We should do calcination and roasting, right? So what is the calcination? Calcination, it is the process of heating carbonates or in presence sorry in absence of air called as calcination. आपको remember it that C for calcination and C for carbonates. So you remember that carbonates ore are taken in calcination process. As an example, like as zinc carbonate. Firstly, we heat it in absence of air. Then the carbon dioxide is removed and the zinc oxide is obtained. Right? Now, zinc oxide is reduced with carbon. Reduced with carbon. And then form zinc and carbon monoxide gas is released out. So we obtain the zinc metal. Zinc metal. Right? Now for roasting. It is the process of strongly heating sulfide ore in presence of air, like as zinc sulfide. Zinc sulfide is in then it convert into zinc oxide and removal of sulfur dioxide. Removal of sulfur dioxide. Balance it. 6. 3 2 6 and 3 sulfur 3 zinc 3 oxygen means 3 to 6 and 3 9 means there is the 3 sulfur, that is 3 sulfur, 6 oxygen, that is 6 oxygen, means 9 by 2, right? So we got the 9 oxygen cut out. So 3 zinc, 3 sulfur, and 3 to the 6 oxygen and 3 oxygen, 9 oxygen. You got the 9 oxygen, right? So by this process you can obtain the zinc. So you convert zinc sulfide into zinc oxide, right? Now time for reduction of oxide. Reduction of oxide. जैसे अभी मैंने आपको दिखाया कि we use the carbon for the reduction of zinc oxide. Zinc oxide is reduced with carbon, then form zinc plus carbon monoxide is removed out. So we got the zinc metal. Now reduction with aluminium, that is iron. Fe2O3 is reduced with iron, then you got the Al2O3 and iron. This reaction is produce so much heat, and this reaction is called thermite reaction. Actually this reaction is used for welding of the railway tracks. We use the iron oxide and reduction with aluminium and then form the so much heat, and this heat is melted the iron, and this melting iron is filled in the crack of the railway track. So this reaction is called thermite reaction, right? Now the third, that is the less reactive metals. How can we extract the less reactive metals? Extraction of less reactive metals. Less reactive metals like as copper, silver, gold, mercury, platinum, etc. How we extract the mercury? Actually, less reactive metals are directly extracted by heating in air. Like as in case of mercury, that is mercuric oxide is strongly heating in air, and removal of oxygen takes place and we obtain the mercury, right? This is mercury metals. Now in case of copper, that is cuprous sulfide, if copper is present in sulfide form, then strongly heating in air. Firstly, this cuprous sulfide is converted into cuprous oxide and removal of sulfur dioxide. Right. After that, this cuprous oxide is react with cuprous sulfide again, and then they reduce to each other and then form copper metal and removal of carbon dioxide. This is the copper metal. So these are the process by which we can extract the highly reactive metals, moderately reactive metals, as well as less reactive metals. So thank you for watching this video. Please like this video, share this video, and also one more important thing is that please subscribe my channel